we've got my name at the header just underneath the menu with a picture of me, and then there's a small little description of myself with a link to Twitter and Instagram. That's my sketch account for storyboarding or commission or whatever is so called upon me. There's a little picture of me on set for, I think it was Jordan's FMP game show host, and then underneath that, the first thing we've got is the 2020 SHOWREEL, which is embedded YouTube video. So you don't have to watch this in the site. You can just click the link and go to YouTube and then come back to the site. The whole thing goes up to 1080p. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty fun. I think it sort of gives you an idea of what I'm about. Speaking of what I'm all about, then here's the three sort of main tenets of what I am good at, what I enjoy doing. They're sort of a compressed version of the descriptions of myself in both the About Me page and also the portfolio. So you've got the acting, the art, the writing, all of which, bar the acting, can be seen within their own sections, which I'll explain later. Here's the gallery of me, which is just sort of a little prelude to the portfolio again. We've got some storyboard work, shots from films, that kind of stuff. It's basic, and then just a little fun little glib little statement there at the bottom, because why not? Then moving on to the About Me page. So there's another little picture of me, and I sort of go more into some depth about my academics and what I've been doing for the last 3 years, and then I start having a chit chat about my sort of ethos on creativity and filmmaking, and why I think I like to do things a little bit differently. And then we've got a nice little sort of longer section, why I've wanted to do this for such a long time, and what I think makes me slightly different in my interests. And so far I think this is all just trying to paint a picture of who am I and who am I going to be to you, the potential employer. I think I do a pretty okay job of painting exactly what kind of a person I am. Cool. Okay, so moving on. This is the portfolio, which I've broken down into 5 sections. I was originally going to go for acting, but I didn't receive most of the clips that I'd asked for. Thank you, students. And some of them, I already appear in quite a few of the directorial work, so my thinking is build up these sections first, and then at a later date I can make a more convincing section for my acting. So this stuff covers storyboards first. We'll go there. And we have just a basic little gallery of 4 different storyboards, or sets of storyboards I've done for various projects. So we've got some advertising stuff in America. We've got cinematography from year 2 all the way back to year 1, and then that is for the FMP, which, and then including all of these together in a sort of tight-knit space allows you to see the leniency of my style and the way it's grown. Like, there's 3 years ago and there's, this year. It's it paints a picture of how much I've grown. Directorial work. Like with the SHOWREEL, it all just links to YouTube videos on my account, so you can always just leave and go and watch them there. They also all go up to 1080p. They've all got lovely thumbnails. Feeling very professional now. I think these are films that I'm proud that I got the chance to, create, with other people or by myself. I think these show the best part of me as a filmmaker. Writing, this was quite a pain, if I'm going to be honest. Putting PDF that doesn't support PDFs, but I got there. So you click that, and it should take you to a PDF link where you can read the whole thing in full, download it to your desktop or print it out or do whatever you want to do. You've got 6 different copies there. Yeah, okay. So I'm being very time conscious. Journalism. This is all from the journalism course I did out in America, which I got quite a good grade for, so I thought, hey, why not tout that as well. So we've got 4 different news stories here, all varying in seriousness. And I shot and edited and wrote all of those as well. And then last but not least, audio projects. Some from over here, some from in America. So these are little bite-sized things I did for a radio show I hosted. This is a song I did for the Framing Ideology film. And then this one is a sort of radio play that I did entirely out of homemade sound effects that I then created for my audio class in America, and went down rather well. So that covers that. And then last but not least, what can I do for you? Just another reiteration of, who I am, what I like to do, and of course, a little picture of Bowie, because why wouldn't you? And last but not least, it's the context. It's just sort of very comfortable. Give me a shout. Not too harsh a tone when you get to the end of a website. Here's a link to my tweets, my Twitter feed, and then these also link to my Twitter page and my Sketch account, where I always have DMs open. So that's always an opportunity for people to get in touch with me. If not, there's a phone number down there. There's the email. You can then get in touch with me through the website. And there's another picture of me. I think that pretty much about covers it. This was quite a lot of hard work to build this website. It was very difficult wrapping my head around a lot of the technicals, but I think at the end of the day, it's worth it. It may not be as complex or sophisticated as some of the website templates from something like Squarespace, but I think nobody else has a website that looks quite like mine or reads quite like mine, and for that I think it's completely worth it.